So, dear students, today's topic is articles and determiners. So, at first, let's see what are the English articles. As you know, articles do not exist in languages like Uzbek or Russian, but they exist in German languages like German, English, and so also Spanish languages. So that's why sometimes for us, for Uzbek people, for Russian people, they can be not fully understandable because there is no equivalent of these of articles in our languages. So and them. Sometimes no articles. So this means that there are three types of articles in English language, and also sometimes there are this kind of situations where no any article is used. So why do we use articles and determiners? Articles and determiners are used to introduce, describe, or classify common nouns. Yes, so they come immediately before a noun or adjective plus noun. So a story or an interesting story. So of course articles can only come before nouns or phrases like adjective plus noun. So this means that before verbs, adverbs, they cannot be used. So singular countable nouns must always occur with a and the or other determiners, just like this, my, Tom's, yes, so which shows possession maybe. So they cannot occur alone. So if the word is in singular, if the noun is countable and it is singular, we have to use one article or determiner. If the word is in plural, and this is also countable, and all other non-countable nouns can occur sometimes alone without no article or determiner, can occur with the article the and with other determiners like this, my, his, her, Tom's, Andrew's, and maybe, so which shows possession. So next slide. So indefinite articles or with non-specific nouns, though a, an, or no article. These are called indefinite articles. So the indefinite articles, they can be two types, a and an. Sometimes no article is used. In these situations, we use the indefinite article a or an with countable nouns when the hearer or reader doesn't know exactly which one we are referring to. Police are searching for a 14-year-old girl. So this means that we don't know exactly about this person, or we don't know exactly about this thing. Author is introducing this person or thing for the first time. Of course, in this case, we use indefinite article. I heard an interesting story while I was at a cafe last night. Not exact story and not exact cafe. This is indefinite. Indefinite article with non-specific nouns still. We also use it to show the person or thing is one of a group. So if the person or thing is a part of a group, we also use a or an articles. She is a student at Pennsylvania College of Technology. So she is a part of this group of students. And he is an engineer employed by Aramco. So engineer, this is a job, and he is a part or member of this company. So next slide. A or an. In which cases we can put a, and in which cases we can put an. Yes. So a is used if the word starts with a consonant, and we use an if the word begins with a vowel. So a snack, S is consonant here. That's why we put a here. Weekend, W is a consonant, a nurse, a vacation, N and V are consonants. An idea, I is a vowel, that's why an article N is used. An elephant, an oncologist, an adult. O and A also are vowels, that's why we use the article N here. So usage, if the word is singular and it's countable, we can use a or an. If the word is plural and it's countable, we can not use any article, and sometimes we can use some and any. If the word is uncountable, if the noun is uncountable, we use no article, we don't put any article, or we can use some and any. So definite article with specific nouns. Difficult art and as we have spoken, indefinite articles are a and an. Definite articles, they are the article the. Definite article the is used when both you and hearer or reader know the specific noun you are talking about. The noun is specific. You can both identify it. So if we are talking about the exact thing or exact person, and both people who are making conversations know about this person or this thing, we can use before the noun article the, because this is exact and this is definite. We both can identify it. So you can both identify the specific noun when, in what cases? It's been mentioned before. So before talking about this thing, we have mentioned about this thing or a person with an indefinite article. After using a and an, for the second time, for the next time, we can use. So let's continue the explanation. So the article they is used if we have already mentioned this particular thing before. So we attended a lecture on the assertiveness in the workplace. The lecture was required for all employees. So in the first case, the article a, indefinite article a is used here, but in the second case, definite article the is used before the word lecture because it is introduced for the second time. It has been already mentioned. That's why I have had some interesting discussions with my advisor about my future. The conversations have really helped me. A synonym also becomes specific sometimes. So discussions, conversations. In the first case, the author was talking about the conversations, but he named it with another name. Just he gave the synonym discussions. That's why the article they is used here. So you can see here or easily identify it. In these cases also the article the, definite article the, can be used. The traffic on Main Street has never been worse. The traffic, we can see it, and that's why we can use article the. The man who is signing the books is Frank McCourt. So the man who is singing, because the explanation is given following, we can understand, we can know and identify which man is this. That's why we can use article the here. Do you see the icons on the screen? Click on the little folder. A preposition, phrase, or adjective clause. Adjectives may also identify the noun. So all employees attended a course on business ethics. The instructor gave everyone a quiz on values in the workplace. You can easily infer that the course has an instructor. And this is general knowledge. If this is a general knowledge and everyone can easily infer or understand the situation, we can also use the article the. And there is just a humoristic picture. Oh, come on, everyone knows that. So if this is a specific shared knowledge, we can also use definite article the here. The boss wants to meet us in the conference room at 10 a.m. The listening as speaker share information about the office. This is shared information. So it's a familiar noun. It had to see the doctor after I went to the gym. Warrior Yusuf has been studying in the library all day. Names of certain people, professions, places, things are easily understood. The beach, the mall, the library, the police, the doctor. If this is a unique thing, this is one thing. There is only one of that kind of thing in this world. The earth, the environment, the sun. I tripped and scraped my knee on the ground. Or sign your name at the bottom of the page. This is the exact place. Bottom is one usually in the page. That's why on the page, and that's why we can easily use the before the word bottom. Superlative and ordinal numbers can also make the noun unique. The biggest problem, and of course, before each superlative form of adjective, we can use the article, definite article the. The first time, ordinal number, or the highest salary, superlative form. So, a helpful tool for familiar and unique nouns. This is used with the, not used with the. In the left, this is the nouns which can use, or the cases where we can use the, or on the right there are cases which we cannot use with the article the. Unique objects, superlative, ordinal numbers, groups of people, oceans and decades are used with the article the. General words, public buildings, countries, mountains, lakes, parks and streets, days of the weeks are not used with the. So another helpful tool. This is about a, and, the, and no article. We have talked about a, that it is used before the word starting with consonants and not specifically known to the person you are speaking with. Of course, it should be singular noun and which is not known to the person, to the hearer. And we use it before the words which starts with vowels. Also, we can use in the cases where the hearer is not familiar and singular nouns. It is used regardless the first letter. If it's consonant or vowel, we can use with both of them. Then both speaker and listener know about this situation or thing. Also, we can use with plural nouns. Also, we can use with collection of states, of countries, the USA, for example, multiple areas, the Philippines, the British Isles. Geographical points, the North Pole, South Pole, the equator maybe. One and only particular thing, the sun, the moon, and no article. We can use with general things, with uncountable nouns, countries, states, counties, provinces, lakes, mountains. We use no article here. Other sports, meals, places, transport, rivers, oceans, seas. We cannot use any article before these things. So other determiners, except articles, we have determiners, which we can use instead of articles. So, for example, it's your or Mohammed's responsibility to answer any questions. So this responsibility, someone owns this responsibility. And here we have to show the possession. Possession is given with the help of possessive pronoun your or apostrophe s, which has the function to show the possession. Yes, Mohammed's, maybe Anna's. Yes, their or John and Marco's flight lasted for over 2 weeks. Possessive adjectives and nouns. Yes, show someone owns, possess, or is connected to a specific noun. So this is a determiner. Possessive adjectives my, your, his, her, our, their, its, and possessive nouns. These are all nouns which have apostrophe s in it. So demonstrative adjectives also can be used as determiners. So to make a noun specific, so in the indication distance from something. Singular this, these, that, those. They can also refer to something just mentioned or about to be mentioned, or something mentioned much earlier or in an old idea from the past. So look at this ad. What a great idea. This is near, yes? This, because we can see it. You can read, can you read that sign? This is far. That's why we can use that here. We'll be reviewing these 2 grammar points. This is about to mention. And do you still have those clients' flight? This is mentioned much earlier. Articles with generic nouns. Sometimes a noun is used to refer a whole class or group of people, places, things. This is called a generic noun. So the collection or group of people or things or animals. Yes, most common types of generic nouns, plural countable nouns and non-countable nouns with no article. Kangaroos carry their offspring in a pouch. So kangaroos are a group of animals, yes? That's why no article is put here. It is unfortunate that crime cannot always be prevented. No article is used here. Crime, this is a general term, that's why. Singular countable nouns with a and an are also used as a common. A kangaroo carries its offspring in a pouch, or an adult needs an average of 7 to 8 hours of sleep. This is not about one adult, one particular, or one indefinite. No, this is about an adult as in general, just any adult person. The meaning is any here. Singular countable nouns with the are much less common and sound formal and technical. So the kangaroo carries its offspring in a pouch. So this is not about one exact kangaroo, but this is to sound more formal, maybe more technical. That's we can use the article the here. So the with a plural noun is not used generically. Usually with plural nouns we don't use article there. It refers to specific plural nouns. The computers that is this company donated are helping public schools in the area. If we use article there before the plural nouns, this means that we are mentioning the specific and exact things. And that was the end of presentation where sources are British Council, English teachers, and other websites. Thank you for attention.